What's going on, everybody?
What's happening?
6 o'clock. I try to be on 6:02. I'll take it. A lot going on today. We was gonna meet outside, but the rain said no. I was like, man, I actually wanted to be outside too.
Right.
Uh, I was getting everything packed. I was going to get the kids, and I was like, nah, that cloud, the sky don't look too great. You know what I'm saying? So it probably won't work.
Yeah.
But so the rain bombed us today. But we here,
Yo.
and we finna chop it up today. Probably gonna have some fun today.
Yeah.
Cause people, I don't know if you got hit up a lot, but I've been getting a lot of people was messing with me about the dating scenarios we was talking about. They was
hmm
messing with me about that, man. Even some older women that saw, I didn't even think they looked at it. They said, so she give you gas, they got to come over your house, huh?
Right.
And I told her, you just don't know how it was. If you could just only see how it was when I was younger, man,
Yo.
you'll understand. You know what I'm saying? But thinking game. Self improvement, life topics. We're talking from a perspective of growing up and overcoming living in the inner city.
hmm
Think about the price or pay the cost. You are where you are by the choices and decisions that you made or make. Whether you agree with it or not. Let us know in the comments what you think. So today's podcast, we're going to talk about dating from a thinking game perspective. And what we mean by thinking game is the stuff that lead up. Not talking about the sex part, say. We're just talking about the things that in dating that people kind of look over or glaze over. Like when you meet a person, do you ignore the signs? You just kind of glaze over them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Just different aspects that people kind of just don't think about. Even when we talked about the dating scenario, some people they didn't see dating somebody for 2 months. They didn't see that. They just saw the you don't want to give somebody gas money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we gonna break that kind of stuff down. They didn't see the whole thing. The only thing they heard was, "You think he'll give me no gas money?"
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
my
go
cousin, man. She was listening,
get.
and I was like,
Yo.
"Did you see the 2 months? Did you see that part?" Like, nah, I didn't see that part. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yo.
funny. Pull these slides up real quick.
Hold on.
Give me 1 second. So man, how's your day, man?
Hey
I know it kind
man.
of sucked, man. You weren't able to cut no yards, man, because
No,
it's
yeah, I was
raining out
supposed
there, man.
I really was supposed to go look at a yard, but I was like, damn, I forgot. I gotta go do this.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. But I wasn't about to fight with that uh
man.
traffic. That West Little Rock
Yeah,
traffic.
boy.
Mm-mm.
Then shoot, man. We ain't got this stuff. I know them dudes on YouTube. They be having them big old gravely zero turns. They be cutting grass in the rain. It's just crazy, man. And it's
Man.
like it's like it don't stop. It's like the blades. It don't mess up nothing. It's like they just roll. They keep rolling, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You know,
ain't.
I mess up somebody's grass. It be ruts and stuff all in their grass, bro. When I was trying to cut grass with them big old lawnmowers, man. I
Yeah.
mess something up
Boy,
real
you gonna
fast.
tear up them 4 yards.
Some people good at doing it though. They know how to pivot. They kind of show you got to ease into it. Like man, I still
Mm-hmm.
mess up, man.
Yeah, you still gonna pull up somewhere.
Yeah. So I was seeing it was Jay gonna come in here, man. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna warm up before I get into the slides, and he sent me this thing about I think it was Logic. I think he's like a producer or something like that. Logic, I think that's his name. Like a mixed
Right.
kid, like mixed with black and white. He a rapper.
Yeah,
I
but
never. I
yeah,
don't think I've listened to him.
I ain't listened to him, but
He had his dad on a podcast, and um, he said his dad asked him for $800,000 to buy a house, and he told his dad, "No, I'm not giving you 800 grand to buy a house. Cause if I buy you a house, now I got to buy the siblings a house. It could be like 8 houses I got to buy."
yeah, that's a big
And
ass, man.
yeah, and but
Hey,
that's the thing. Like when you make money like that, dude. Sometimes people feel obligated. Like they try to make you obligated to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
they try to make you feel guilty about it, or they try to because I'm your dad, you should give me. But the thing is, if you give
entitled.
somebody that kind, yeah, if you give somebody $800,000 to buy a house, you're gonna be tied to them.
Yeah,
You're gonna be paying more than 800,000 because if something break, they're gonna call you. You know
man,
what I'm saying?
ain't gonna pay the insurance. They gonna want you to
Yeah,
do the
yeah. You know what I'm
taxes and
saying? You can't
stuff.
pay the taxes on that. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Even if you pay the house off, the real estate, the taxes a year with the estate, he can't pay that. Be $800,000. That could be $8,000 a year in taxes, just in taxes.
Talking about, I can't afford it. I don't know why you bought it for me anyway.
Exactly. Some people think that if you make money though, you should do stuff like that for your family. But I just depends. You gotta get something you can afford. If I buy this, you gotta be able to take it from here.
Yeah. Or at least come with like what's his name? Country Wayne did. You know what I'm saying? You employ his family. You know what I'm saying?
But are they gonna work? That's the question though too.
No,
right?
that's what I'm saying. All of them got.
Yeah.
So,
That's the hard part. Is like that I saw from people working in families. Like they don't value what you're doing the same as you do.
Right.
And it's like you're supposed to be at work at 8, but you're coming in at 10. And then when you get asked about it, man, I thought we were family, man. Why you tripping, man? You know what I'm saying? So it's like that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then if you say something about it, you tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I done fired my son about 4 times already.
I done fired him 4 times.
I said, I don't know if you eligible for rehire
yet. Yeah. What made him? What was he? What was he not doing?
No, he had football practice and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. He felt like that was more important. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah,
you ain't eligible.
But yeah, that's a lot of money, man. Give somebody $800,000. Just to ask somebody for man, let me get $800,000 to buy a house. That's crazy.
Bold, real bold.
But they were saying he used his dad for clicks though, because I guess he got a podcast and it's probably not just popping like he thought he would.
Right.
So some people try to do shock value and stuff.
Yeah.
And his dad kind of out there. His dad kind of was out there on that stuff. So.
No, man,
so,
he ain't get.
When you get on that stuff, you lose all senses. When you get on that stuff, your boldness and everything. You don't care about none of that stuff. You just man, look, man, let me get $800,000, man.
Yeah, I didn't know he was mixing until I seen that. I think it was
I watched Joe Budden podcast. They kind of dog dude out. I didn't know it was mixed either. They talking crazy.
Yeah, he had like a movie or something. Not a movie or.
Oh really? Oh, documentary or something?
Yeah, documentary. Yeah. It came out.
I never listened to his rap. He can rap. I never listened to his rap. I didn't know he could rap.
I think he was around that when Lupe and them was popping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to go on this ride? Let's talk about dating from a thinking game standpoint. That was the warm up. You ready? All right, let me pull the slide up. Pop. Now, before you play the dating game, 3 things. Do you know who you are? Do you agree with that? You gotta know who you are. Kind of like a team. You gotta know your identity. You gotta know what your play. Are you aggressive or are you passive? Are you a gorilla or are you all kind of animals in the kingdom, in the jungle kingdom? Are you a hyena? You a scavenger? Jay Boogie, what's going on, baby?
What's up, fellas?
What's happening?
Oh, let's go back. Hold on, let's go back. Let's mess with Jay because Jay probably got different about this. What you sent me in the live, man? We was talking about Logic, right? What you sent me with the $800,000?
Yeah,
warming up with that before we get to the slide. So, do you think he should have gave his dad $800,000?
Yeah. But I think you want to know, let people know how you feel and your point of view in this. And that's what he was telling his dad. Hey, man, this is you thinking about your $800,000, but you're not thinking. Now I'm the head of the household. That financially, you're not thinking of what I have to do with the other people that's just as close to me as you are. My mom, my sisters and brothers. You feel entitled because you're my dad, but I got to do this or something like this for all of them. And he counted it out. If I'm gonna get all y'all a house, that's $500,000 a piece. That's millions stacking up. And that's just his immediate family. What about his road dogs, his brothers from another mother? But people he think is cool, his wife, his kids that he has to take care of. You know what I mean? If your dad or your homeboy or your brother can get 500,000 or 850, what you giving your wife? You know what I mean? You know, she can get a blank check. And what I got to do for my kids, you got to think when you ask people for stuff. You got to think about the people on your position and on your level. So it's me and my brother. So if you know me, you probably know my brother, and you're probably just as close. So you got to give us, like even my dad, you got to give us 2. And even with Mike's kid, he got to think about every gift he gives his kids times 2, not times 1, right? So you got to think about that, man. It takes a toll when people keep asking you, and it goes back to the Jay-Z thing. People asking for 4,000, just 4,000, just 4,000 today. And and in Logic's case, when you give somebody, and what he was saying, if you give somebody $500,000 for a house, they want to stop working. They want to stop working. They can't wait for you to tell them you ain't got to go back to work no more. But that's my destiny, to be a millionaire, 100 millionaire, and I still have to work. You know what I mean? And they want to stop working. And
so is it a problem? And that's the thing. Is it a problem with him saying no? Just no. You're not getting 800,000. Is that a problem?
No, it's no problem. Anything I give you is a plus, or anything he gives you is a plus and a blessing.
Because here's the thing, right? Go ahead.
I want to feel comfortable enough with my dad if he needs. Well, my dad's passed, rest in peace. But if he needed, or even if he needed or he wanted, he could come ask me for $800,000, and we can talk about it. And I can say no after I hear him out and what he got to say, and he can feel how he want to feel when I say no or yes. I'm doing everything a case-by-case basis. For me, I will give you everybody I love in my heart. I give you one thing that you ain't got to pay no more. I gave you a car, and you don't have a car note. You know what I mean? That's basically me giving you $500 a month.
And see, here's the thing with that, right? Here's the thing with that. We just talked about that before you came on. If you give somebody a house or you give somebody a car, you still going to be linked to them because they're going to ask you to help them fix it. They can't afford it. Like if somebody said, can you give me a Bentley? But you can't even change the brakes on a Bentley. You don't even know how much that costs to change the oil on a Bentley. But you want me to give you a Bentley. But then you'll come back and ask me, well, you making the money, man. You can change the oil, man. That's the least you can do. Crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying?
The people who know me, I'm the same person I've been since I was broke, since I've been little money.
We can talk about that.
I'm going to talk to you the same way. I'm giving you this. It's your responsibility. You wanted a Cadillac? I'm probably not going to get you a Bentley. You wanted a Cadillac? It's your responsibility to upkeep it. Guess what? Because I'm taking the note away from you.
But you know how us's are. You know how us's are, though.
Oh, no, but they know how I am. Even us know how I am when they talk to me. And that's what they're going to get. They're going to get me every time they talk to me, even though I gave you this or that. Well, you say, I'm going to give you a house, but I'm not, you can't maintain the house, right?
Right.
And guess what? Guess what?
Ain't nobody even comfortable enough to ask me for no type of money like that.
Because they know who they dealing with, right? So if I give you a house, your maintenance fee is what you would normally pay for your normal mortgage. You know, you used to pay $1,000 a month for your mortgage. Now you don't have a mortgage. You own your house. So it's up to you to figure out how you're going to pay your property tax at the end of the year, because I did the hard part.
Yeah, they didn't jackball it.
But what I'm saying is these people out there, they would get behind on purpose because they know that if you bought the house, you're going to try to keep it because you bought it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying how people do, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll try to get over on you. You know what I'm saying?
They're scamming themselves, and they basically trying to scam God. God, you blessed me once, bless me again. It doesn't work like that. I'm giving you a head start in the game. If you can't win with the head start I gave you, you're just going to lose anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? This is extra. Just because I buy you a $500,000 house doesn't mean you quit your job. I win the lottery or I win a Grammy Best New Artist.
Once again, we're humans.
Now my mama can quit. Now my mama can quit her job. My mama don't have to work. That's, I mean, you know, she, I wouldn't be here without her. You know what I mean? My dad
Right.
too, but everybody else, you know what I mean? People know who helped me. You know what I mean? And I got them. Because I'm not forgetting, you know what I mean? But just because we went to school together in first grade, me and John made it big. I'm going to quit my job. You know what I mean? It don't work like that.
Yeah.
So you got to set boundaries in your relationships, friendships, family, financial, emotional, and sexual. You got to set those boundaries because people will play with you in all those ways.
And that's why I'm glad you came, because that's what this episode about. Dating from a thinking game perspective. The stuff that people either they don't think about or they glaze over. First slide, before you play the game, before you play the dating game, do you know who you are? You came in, right? We was talking about that.
Yeah.
You know, are you passive? Are you aggressive? Are you a lion? Are you a hyena? You know, hyenas, they scavengers. They gotta wait for the lions to eat, then they get what's left over, you know.
Hey, but they eat good. They eat good though.
So
it's
not all the time.
No, but it's always taking place. You know what I mean? Your stomach full, but what is it full of?
Yeah.
I don't want to be the second. So let me go.
Hey, but you gotta, like they say, if you don't want to be second, you gotta get up first. You gotta get up strong. You gotta put in that first team work.
It's like somebody say, get a spoon. All right, here you go. It's like, man, here you go.
Yeah. Hey,
but you full.
Yeah. You always you seconds to somebody anyway, so it would
exactly. A win is a win. A win is a win.
A win is a win.
One up.
So the second one is what you will and won't do. You have to know what you will and won't do.
Yeah, so that's who you are, and then there's boundaries. You gotta set. Yeah. You know, a lot of people go with the flow, and I'm guilty of that. But I get hard down. Some stuff, I work with you, and then some stuff I ain't doing. I ain't going for the banana in the tailpipe. You know what I mean? I'll
like
do anything for love, but I won't do that.
I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. I won't do that. And then, depending on where the girl is, and this was for the girls out there. Depending on where you are on the depth chart, are you the first quarterback, second quarterback, or third quarterback? Depending on where you're on the depth chart, it can be flexible. It changes. So don't get mad if you see the dude doing something for the starter and you sitting on the bench. You can't expect the same thing.
Starters gonna get treated way different. You know
man, they get the red carpet almost. You know
what? Michael Vick was late to practice. Yeah, he was.
Yeah. His production and tolerance is high. As long as that production is, you got high production, you get a lot of tolerance, boy.
But you do it right, you'll become a starter real quick.
It depends. It depends, though.
You got to do what you think. You got to be consistent. Because sometimes starters are flaky. They look good,
they are.
But sometimes they don't perform. And
they streaky.
It's a lot of times I done came up from 5th on the depth chart. You know what I mean? That number one spot. You know what I mean? But I don't want that number one spot. I don't want the spotlight. You know what I mean? I can play second. I'll come off the bench. You know what I mean? Because I know who I am. I'm a big player.
I set the bar low. So, I set the bar low. So when you put me in, wait a minute, I didn't know it was that good. I didn't know either. Oh, man.
Well, you going to let him outdo you like that? Well, you know what I mean? May the best man win. I'm trying to go for second place in this situation.
So the next slide is, what are you willing to take?
Blake. Ready to die.
That's what you got to think about. What am I willing to take? Am I willing to take the attitude? And I'm willing to take, some girls got that little independent attitude. They pretty much they can do everything. They don't need a man. Yeah. Some dudes can take this. Some dudes can't, depending on your mindset. It seemed like I always attracted those kind of independent mindset kind of women. But I had the mindset to kind of play chess with them, you know what I'm saying? I tell my wife, independent women, if you let them feel like they run the show, they almost run the offense themselves. Like Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to do what it takes so they don't get triggered into feeling like, okay, I gotta take lead. I gotta take the lead now because he ain't doing it.
No, they're independent. You're not saying. You're not listening to what I'm saying. They're independent. They want to take the lead.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
some,
saying.
that's what I say. Some
Yeah.
been doing it so long and they'll do
Yeah.
it without even noticing they doing it.
So
I know.
you
And
know,
you just let them run on autopilot from a
you
thinking
know,
game
like,
standpoint. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Like Mike saying, like, hey, let them run their own show. Like, you know what I mean? I was married to a person kind of like that. We had assigned roles. Like, you know, this what you do. You don't even expect me to do certain things because that's your designated spot. You know what I mean? And this is my designated. This is what I'm going to do. They feel better with responsibility. They're like a eager kid in class. They always finish their work early and they're looking for something else to do. And you have to kind of give them that to kind of appease them to have something to run. Now, what Peter is talking about, you're not taking responsibilities and you're not giving them the option or giving them something to do. They have to do it because the lack in you. You know what I mean? That's very frustrating. And you start not looking like a man to them. And you start looking like a child. And you know, I don't feel that.
And see, that goes back to the first question. I should have made a triangle. That goes back to the first question. Do you know who you are? The minute they start saying that, look, I'm not gonna know this person for another 10 years. I'm not. So, you know, you're on a 10-day contract right now. Now you want to start set tripping. You want to start acting up. Guess what? You could be off the team real fast. Go play for the coach. See how they winning culture is. You know what I'm saying? You want to lead the Patriot way? No problem. Go join the coach. See how see if you win over there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
let me know how that go.
My old school partner, he don't take nothing. He be like, soon as she get an attitude, I'm out.
No, I don't mind that. That's just how some girls come. That's just come with the package. But it's kind of like Bruce Lee. He said you got to be like water.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a form. People want to say I got to have this form. No, you don't. You be flexible. Any form, whatever you need to win. It may be a boxing form, and then it may be a kung fu form, and then, you know what I'm saying. You got to be flexible like water.
That has you in a situation where you're going with the flow and you're not making emotional decisions when she rebels or acts out. Like you respond accordingly. You respond accordingly. You know, with a woman in an active attitude, you gotta accept a person for who they are when you know who you are. Now, some like, well, I'm more laid back, so I'm not a good leader. A lot of people will question that in me. Because like, well, you not making her do this. You're not making her do that. That's an adult. I'm not controlling like that. I don't say I pay the bills. You got to do this or that. But guess what?
Right.
In somebody's eyes, some men, some women's eyes, that doesn't make me a good, strong leader. No, I mean I'm looking at each situation. I'm a good planner. I got a plan for you and me. And I can tell you about that. You know what I mean? If you open up to listen. Well, a real man won't tell her the plan. He will make her follow it. I'm not making nobody. I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make it drink. And if your woman is so rebellious, she's not even listening to your plan because you're not making her do it. Everything she does, you have to make her do it. You have to make her see it. It's not the fact that she's not respecting your leadership. She don't want to follow a sound plan without submission by domination. I don't want to dominate my girl or my woman. That's crazy.
Right.
I don't want to have to make you do stuff.
Yeah.
I want to present something to you, and I want you to see that this is a good idea and buy in. Players in football teams, the Patriots team buys in to the Patriot way. They don't make them do that. You know what I mean? But it's good for you.
And that's the thing. Before we move to the next slide, anybody, if you can understand this, the analogy, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. If you can understand that, that'll solve a lot of your issues about trying to make somebody do something. You can't make another human do anything, man. Good luck on somebody who think you can. Good luck.
But if you're a good leader and you're a strong man, you'll make me do this. No. I'm not about that life. I'm not making you do it by force or by manipulation. I'm going to present to you 3 logical options. You know what I mean? And I'm going to see where you at. About the option you pick.
What you say? I'm going to make you submit. I'm going to make you submit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a man to be loyal to me, like you, pills, and you like have these women doing all this and that, but I'm a make them. Like, oh, okay, this sounds like sexual assault to me, sir.
Boy. So the next slide. The minute a relationship becomes transactional, everything changes. I think people need, is this true or false in dating? Not when you married, but when you dating.
Yes, I think that's true because it's something like I met a woman who told me you can't go once you. Well, I'm gonna say this: once you pay for it, you can't go back to not paying for it. You can't go back. Like it's become transactional.
Yeah, that's true.
If you would have if you would have waited, she would have got to know you and she would have probably gave it to you for free. But you wanted it now, and she wanted X amount of money for X amount of time. Now now I want to get to know you. I really get to know you and like you. Now I really want to date you without the transaction. No, that's over.
I know.
You missed that
what you got to say, Peel, before I say something about that?
It was self-explanatory. What exactly?
I know when we was younger, right? When we was playing the Goodwill games, when we was younger, out there hunting and stuff. You didn't realize this until you start talking to older guys. You know what I'm saying? And to them, this was a cheat code. The older guys, you know what I'm saying? They bypass all the Goodwill hunting. They used to tell us, I know we used to work at the hospital, they tell us, you doing all the talking, man. I just give her this and it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like going to Olive Garden. I want the pasta, give it to me Alfredo, and give me a large lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it happen. When you selling good.
Well, getting the extra chicken gonna be an extra fee. Yeah, I'll pay that. You know what I mean?
Problem.
That's what it is. Yeah. Like we're trying to we don't have the money, but we got the game. We got the mouthpiece and we got the time. We're young, we got time. And we can talk, we can get to really know a woman, and it's not transactional. They enjoy spending time with you, and they're going to keep spending time with you, and eventually, maybe you may have chemistry, and y'all may move further. But they don't. Some of the older guys didn't have time to spend time like that, so they would get right to it, and then they fall in love with the girl. They get tender for the girl. Oh well, can we just go out and just spend time together? No, you need X. You need X amount every time.
Yeah, you set the bar. When you set the bar, it's over.
And you can't go back.
About it.
Well, I love you now. I love you now. No, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that payment. You know what I mean? Pay before you play, sir.
So another thing, right? Knowing yourself. When we talking about dating in the first life, you got to know yourself. I know this ain't agreeable. People are not going to agree with this. I'm just telling you how I rolled when I was younger, and it wasn't the right way. But when you talk about, like, we was talking about the dating scenarios, right? I kept everything separated. Like, I didn't want to touch anything in your personal life. I got my own car. I have my own place. So if I come get you, why do I need to give you gas money? I'm coming to pick you up.
Yeah.
Why do I need to pay your bill? I don't live at your house. You know what I'm saying? I don't live at your house. And I've told girls this. I mean, of course it didn't go well, but I've told girls, it's like, I don't live at your house. What am I paying your light bill for? I got my own light bill to pay. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when it get transactional, dudes is not going to respect you the same. You can't ask a dude to pay you, or we're going to talk about this on the next slide, but it becomes transactional and then think that now he should be a candidate for a wife. You should be a candidate for a wife, in my opinion anyway, because you just made it transactional. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to go ahead.
And that's the flip side of, you know what I mean, a man getting feelings for a woman that he's paying, and now he got feelings, you know what I mean? Now he won't, you know what I mean, to be looked at besides anything besides the cash cow.
I don't think it's fair. I just think he broke. He just, and you get that, you know, when that money low, you know what I'm saying? It's cool when the money flowing.
Some people get sweet. Like, I mean, I've seen, I work with people get real attachment to prostitutes. They really like streetwalker level. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave my wife for you. You can move in with her. I mean, this is a legit. You know, she walking. She's not even on 12th Street. She on Fair Park. Like, that's crazy. By a motel.
But that's because But that's because though, you know, the production. He never seen that kind of production before. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching regular football play. You see Randy Moss on your practice, like, whoa. I've never seen that kind of speed before. Wait a minute. Where do I get that?
Wait a minute.
Where do I get that in?
And why she playing arena football? We got Randy Moss in the arena. Like,
Oh,
it's something wrong with it.
Boy.
There's something wrong with it, sir. That's why you're getting it at this discount price. But another
my young sisters, go ahead.
Like you were saying, hey, you provide. Hey, I'm going to pick you up. We're going to my house. I got a light bill. I'm going to pick you up. Why do I give you gas money? So some women see that, hey, that's a man with his own stuff. He's paying his own bills. You never hear this, but that's an independent man. This is a man who's paying all these bills himself, and that's a turn on to them. You don't have to give them money. They see you do well for yourself, and you manage.
Here's the thing, money. Right? A lot of girls don't want to say this, but sometimes girls like a dude that's just funny and crazy. I think that's what made a lot of girls like want to tell a girl, like, you in my car, you go by Mike rules. We don't go by your rules. We go by Mike rules. You tell a girl that some girls ain't gonna like it, but some girls be like, you know what? They tell me that after we we broke up or something, like, even though it was crazy, I actually like you joking with me like that, but I don't know. Some girls, I don't know, it's weird, man. Some girls attracted to that. They're like, nah, man, I'm not doing it. You in my world. I'm not in your world. You in my world. You know what I'm saying? But I was kind of.
And that goes back to the first line. Be who you are. You don't have to be hard all the time. You can crack a joke. You know, women like to laugh. You know what I mean?
But you got to have humor, though. Some dudes don't have humor, though. That's the thing. You got to have humor, though.
They be talking about philosophy and Plato and Socrates all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sound like, what's the name? Mr. Richardson.
Once I got a laugh and it was over.
It's over. If you can make a girl laugh, you can make a girl laugh, it's a wrap. There's something about if you got.
My girl talking to another dude, like she had a male friend, she talking low, do. But when she get the kiki in, now I'm looking like who's that?
I thought you said, I thought you just said the Usher stuff was cool though. You just said the stuff with Usher was cool with Keke Palmer.
I can deal with the whispering. You can grind up on it. Go for it.
You said the Usher. You said Keke Palmer was dancing with Usher. That was cool. You said that was cool.
And I don't have a problem. And I didn't have a problem because she wanted.
But you saying now if she kicking on the phone, it's a problem.
She can do the other thing. She can go to the show. Put the meat on the back. Okay, you know what I mean? You still gotta get her home, but that Kiki will get her home quicker than a extra large $5 footlong on the back.
That money get home.
You say she laughing a little too hard over there. She
laughing a little too hard. And like I be funny sometimes. You don't be laughing at me like that. You know what I mean? You can have the big meat, but you can't be making my girl laugh more than I do. Like, nah, I'm getting insecure. I'm insecure now.
The next slide. Oh, that's so funny, man.
I told the same joke.
What are some of the things that are implied but not said between young men and women when you're in the dating game? What are some of the things that the language that like it's just like, you know, a girl don't say directly, if you give me this, you can get this, but they'll hint around it like, man, I sure need my gas bill paid. I sure wish I can get my light bill paid. And
that's
I wouldn't say nothing. I either would just ignore them. I wouldn't say nothing. I'd be they'll say that and I'd be like, boy, Olive Garden got a nice sale going on right now, man.
It's
such. Oh man! What did you hear about that Patriots game?
But they don't like to be met like that when you say, "Oh well, do you want to be transactional?" Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can do that. I can do the nail things and the do thing. Like, I just met you. I mean, I just got your number 2 days ago, and the 14th text you text me was, "Oh man, these light bills getting outrageous." You know what I mean? So. But if I say, hey, I'm sorry, I was trying to talk to you, and I was really interested in going on a date with you and getting to know you, but if we can make this transactional, you know what I mean? What you say, there was $75, $150 for that light bill, you know what I mean? This is what I require for that. But then now you wrong. You know what I mean? To making it only transactional. Being like,
or if you ask him,
sugar, you want a sugar daddy without the sugar. You know what I mean? Like, so you can't ask them for sex. They shouldn't ask you for money. What are you dating for? Are you dating for
exactly
for your income, or are you dating to try to get to know somebody to potentially marry?
And that's the thing, right? Well, that's what I meant to say in the last slide too. To the young women, if a man give you that kind of money, what do you think the expectations are after that? What do you think the expectations are after that? You think this dude just supposed to give you this money and just think, hey, I just did a good deed? It don't work like that in the real world. That's called Disney World. That's Disneyland. That's Disneyland thinking, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. I know they put a line for a tip every time you go to a restaurant, but guess what? You don't have to pay that. You don't have to pay that.
No.
And then, so if she asks for it, your expectations is just the tip. Like, she doesn't have to give you anything that you expect. What you gonna do if she doesn't? You gonna start acting funny with her? You're not gonna give her money next time? Well, you already lost that money. A lot of men,
they go for both sides.
They're gonna try
to go for both sides. Yeah.
If I give her some more money, maybe I'll get it next time. And then now you become somebody who just got played for whatever the amount of money.
You devalue yourself. I mean, then it's almost like you devalue. If you don't know who you are, like you devalue yourself. You just pretty much just said, I don't have any value, so that's why I give you money, because I don't have any value. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta know who you are to sell yourself to a girl to say, I'm worth more than money. Like if I'm with you, you know what I'm saying, or if you with me, that's value. You know, that's I'm not the bum on the streets, you know what I'm saying? You're dealing with a different kind of dude, you know what I'm saying? But that's, you gotta know who you are when you say that, because sometimes some girls that ain't gonna work on, depending on the girl, you know what I'm saying? What they call gold diggers or whatever. But some of them, you might catch them in that window when the money not flowing. You might catch them slipping, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know who you are. You know
so my thing is this for guys, like date people and girls, date people who like you. Yeah. When somebody don't like you and they give you a chance, they might just be like, well, maybe he can pay a bill or two because I'm really not feeling him. And when you feel somebody not feeling you, they're not really giving you conversation, then they ask you for money like that, they don't like you. They just want to see what they can get. And I don't blame a person like, well, I don't like the way you look. I don't like what you're talking about. You give me these random good morning texts. All time, it's 12 o'clock noon. You talking about good morning? You know what I mean? How was my day at 7 o'clock in the morning? You're not really doing it. She's dry to you. You gotta be like, she don't really like me, and then you get the my light bill is this much. That's what you are.
Yeah.
You had a chance. Like anytime somebody texts you or you definitely call me. And I talk to you on the phone, I feel like I have a chance. After that first couple of conversations, you're not feeling me. Sometimes you gotta let that go. Stop texting that woman. Stop texting that man. He talked to you, and you're not feeling him. She's not feeling you. Stop, because it's gonna get to that
here's
point.
The thing,
what
right?
Can you do for me?
And let's keep it real. I'm two things before we move to the next slide. You have something you want to say, Phil, before I do this? Before I say this?
What we're talking about, I think it's more so for the older people, but these young boys and these young women out here, boy, they is going. They ain't studying none of that dating stuff. They trying to knock it down and keep moving. That's it.
It's always been like that, though. It's always been like that, though.
Man, it's treacherous out here now.
Different generations, like where we are now versus where we was, and so
some of this stuff is universal. Yeah, some of this stuff is universal, though. I mean.
Yeah,
transactional relationships, that's universal across the board. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen gorgeous girls that 22, 23. I've never really been on a date. They'll go to a dude's house and smoke a little bit.
They've been ran through.
Like they go over to the house to smoke. That's the date. And they think nothing's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
And see, that's the thing, right? Everybody has different definitions. That's why they gotta know who you are. You can line 5 different people up and ask them what is dating. They give you 5 different answers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm trying to tell people there are no rules to dating because there is no common ground. Everybody, it's just like in the streets. People think it's rules in the streets. No honor amongst thieves. I wonder, have you ever heard that before? That means everybody runs off different. It's like little rules, but then it's little sub rules that people run off of. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know him. I mean, he from all the way over there somewhere. I'm from over here, man. We don't run by the same rules. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what
Ask Dame Dash. Ask Dame Dash about that.
And that's what the first date is for. You communicate what what we'll be doing, even in talking phase. You know what I mean? Hey, this is what kind of I'm looking for. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Some people are very emotional. We're exclusively talking. Well, like I just got your number yesterday. I'm not supposed to talk to nobody. That's unrealistic expectation. You need to know stuff like this, so you need to ask the right questions on these kind of dates. And a lot of people don't have the money to just be going $50, $100 every day, every time you talk to somebody. You know what I mean? So coffee dates, walks in the park, and stuff public. Really talking on the phone, not texting, talking on the phone and having a deep conversation with somebody before you even date them I think is very important. You know what I mean? But I agree with you.
Yeah,
like, today it's text me a couple of times and come over.
Yeah. And then another thing is the last thing, then we'll move to the next slide, is kind of like the NFL, right? If you get drafted, they pay you the salary to play quarterback. You don't get to say, I want to play receiver, or I don't want to do what quarterbacks do. You can't be picky and choosy, right? Same thing with that. If a dude give you that much money and you tell them what you're not going to do, I mean, that happens a lot too, that people don't talk about. This dude give you X amount of dollars or thousands of dollars, and rapper or something give you $1,500 or whatever, and you tell them like what you not gonna do, or what's not on the menu now, and you think that's gonna go well? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna go well, but the river is gonna run dry. I mean, hopefully nothing happens to this young lady in this scenario, because you can cancel the play at any time.
You can.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But you may not ever have access to his resources again. A lot of people might get, you know what I mean? $5,000.
That's what I'm saying. You lose access because you're being picky and choosy.
Yeah. So he was paying your rent up until you said, "I'm not going to do this. I don't like girls. You can't make me do this or that." Yeah, that's fine. You have that right. And I think you should exercise. As a man or a woman, don't ever do anything that you're uncomfortable with for a monetary amount. But
it's too late for that. People do that. It's too late for that. People do that, bro.
I suggest you don't. Now, please don't compromise your morals.
So let me ask you this. We'll move to the next slide. The woman who left Jermaine Dupri and married the Saudi guy, do you think she was comfortable doing that?
Oh, no.
I mean, it was a transaction. It was a business decision.
I'm saying her name. I'll just say Janet Jackson. When she left Jermaine Dupri, went over to Saudi Arabia and married the Saudi guy. You think she was comfortable doing that?
Oh yeah. It's certain.
She was with Jermaine Dupri for years. She was with Jermaine Dupri for years. Wouldn't even marry him.
But that was a very good marriage, lucrative marriage for her. It was laid out.
But she knew she was gonna get divorced before she even got married. She probably knew she was gonna get divorced, right or wrong.
So I'm sorry. Who got cheated in that situation? Who didn't get what they wanted in that situation?
No, but she didn't keep it real. What I'm saying is nobody got cheated.
How did she not keep it real?
She tried to say that the reason why she got divorced was he was being oppressive to her. He wouldn't let her perform. Guess what? This dude is a pure Muslim. This ain't the Nation of Islam Muslim. This dude is a pure Muslim. You knew what you was getting into, but you said if I could just survive 5 years and get to the 5 years that's in the paperwork, I can get the money. I can walk away.
Well, and she got X amount of money for giving him what he wanted. He got a baby. One of the most.
But what I'm saying is, she tried to play. She didn't keep it real. What I'm saying is, if she would have said nobody's a victim, listen. If she said nobody's a victim, I married him for 5 years so I can get this money. That's why I married him for, and now I'm coming back home to the U.S. Now I got my money.
So why? How did she didn't do that?
She didn't say that though. She didn't say that though.
Oh, she was supposed to tell us. Our intimate business like that.
No, what I'm saying, you talking about keeping it real. You talking about?
She did what she was supposed to do. She married. She.
But what I'm saying is, keep it real. Don't lie about it though.
She fulfilled her obligation.
And he paid. He got what he wanted. He got to spend 5 years with one of the most beautiful women in his house, most beautiful women in the world. Got to have a baby by her. Probably had an allowance on how much he can have sex with her. You know what I mean? Like maybe 2 times a week or 3 times a week or whatever. He got that for 5 years. He paid the subscription. And he did it. He got
But what I'm saying, she tried to play it a different way though. That's what I'm saying. She would have said, "Look."
She did not.
Yes, she did. She tried to play victim. She a victim?
Okay.
Yes, she did. She played victim.
She could have possibly stayed married to him another 10 years if she was allowed to do this after the 5. And she's like, well, I had to cut it off because he wouldn't let me do the things I wanted to do after I fulfilled my company.
But she knew that he was like that before she married him. That's what I'm saying. But she used that as an excuse to try to get out. To try to paint an image. She used it to paint a picture. She wanted to paint a picture. He's the bad guy. I'm leaving. He's the bad guy.
Man, that was an illusion. That's something you took her words and you created.
No, I didn't take her words.
The whole scenario.
That's what she did.
You sold yourself a dream. What did she do?
She sold a dream.
No. You have to have legal precedent to get divorced. She says, I'm getting divorced for these reasons. None of the reasons she listed were lies. Everything she said was true. He didn't let her do. Now, does she know beforehand she couldn't do these things? Yes. But now I can't take what I agreed to. This is uncomfortable now. I can tolerate it for that amount of time.
So it wasn't uncomfortable 1 year? It wasn't uncomfortable 1 year? It wasn't uncomfortable 2 years? It wasn't uncomfortable 3 years? But it was uncomfortable year 5.
Hey, that was the
next slide.
That was the biggest payoff. She could have got paid again. I don't think nobody did. I don't think there's no victims in that situation. If I had an extra $5 billion,
that's what I'm telling you. There were no victims, but she played victim. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, the victim card was in her hand and she played it. She had the right to.
But you just said there were no victims, though. That's what I'm saying. You just said there were no victims.
So you're perceiving her as a victim. And
no, I'm not perceiving her as a victim. No,
that's what you see when she said what she said.
I didn't see that.
That's the reason she got divorced. After she fulfilled her contractual obligation. I promise. I think if I had extra $5 billion that I didn't need, I think I would marry Janet Jackson for 5 years. I mean, that sounds like a good deal.
Mm-hmm. Nah. When you talk about money involved, you got to talk about value. And Janet Jackson, that wasn't to control Janet Jackson. This was
to him,
Tyler Perry Janet Jackson. This was Tyler Perry acting Janet Jackson. This ain't the same Janet Jackson, bro.
Guess what? To him, it was. We got a friend who married a girl because his image of her in his head, she was always be that queen to him. Like, you know what I mean? The first time he saw her in kindergarten, that's how she looks to him. That's what he sees. And if you see control Janet Jackson, when you look at your wife, that's what he paid for.
So before we go to the next slide, I want to go off. I seen something on Facebook. I know y'all probably seen it too. Charlie's Place. I don't know if it's real. Is that real? They said they closing due to lack of support from the community, and they can't hire enough workers to work consistently. Is that real or is that not real?
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing, but I don't.
That's what they posted.
Yeah.
So I think, in my opinion, he was 10 years too late to open up a club scene because a lot of people that was on the club scene, they're not, man, you know how much it costs to do a club consistently? People not paying that now, bro.
Listen,
people not doing that now.
Scammers are making way more money.
Scammers don't always go clubbing, though.
Well, how do they get their people? I mean, you got to be seen.
He said due to lack of support from the community.
No. So you're arguing the wrong thing. We're saying that's a lie. He had the support from the community. That place was packed out anytime they have an event. Now, if you don't like the day-to-day business, you gotta promote specials. For day-to-day, that's your responsibility.
That's what I'm saying.
Staff is your responsibility. Now you believe you drinking the Kool-Aid. He said that he didn't get support. You know what I mean? Just
okay. So when you make a business plan, one of the first things that's important on that plan is called the feasibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
Feasibility. They ask you the community that you building it in, or is the median income enough in that community to support your business?
Yes. That's Southwest.
No.
Yes,
Man, I'm
that's
telling you,
Southwest,
there's
bro.
so many new things opening, and it's not in Southwest, bro.
Bro, I get that part. But in Southwest is booming on the cool. You gotta go the other way
But
on
certain stuff though,
uh,
it's
No,
certain
but like,
stuff though.
okay, you're talking about spending $100 on dinner. You talking about like a place like Big Orange or Wayback Burger.
yeah.
We're talking about nightclub, the trap music. Those people who are nurses during the day or ratchet during the night. These are these people. These are people 40 plus going to see Lil Bootsy. These are these people. I've seen
So
the parking
why
lot.
are they closing down? Why are they closing down then?
Like you said, they wasn't running no
Hey,
specials.
that's what we're saying. They're lying about the support. Not me and Peel. The
Yeah.
community saying they're lying about the support. They couldn't staff their people. They had bad service. What I'm hearing, I don't want to ever say anything bad about a business in Southwest myself, or anybody on the podcast would never downplay them like that. But I'm speaking. You're supporting them. I'm speaking the devil's advocate. What I've been hearing from the post and the community that I live in, and what people are saying. They had the pool, they had the draw, especially on special events. Maybe not the day to day. The service was lacking for the amount of business or the people they were getting in.
Yeah, I think he niched himself. I think he was too niche. Like during the day, he should have been like a restaurant, like a little steakhouse or something. I don't know, like somewhere families could come eat.
I think they was
but
trying
he didn't have.
to do that. And that's
it's hard because it was too much crazy.
Yeah, that's what that's what they were known.
That's really hard to do.
For shows.
Yeah.
But you want somebody to go to Southwest and get a sandwich. I don't think that was the thing. But I can agree with he said the day wasn't booming like it was supposed to be.
Well, I guess you go back to selling pieces at Shell. That's where you originated from. Go back to Geno's, baby. Yeah. Geno's always make their money. So the second part, another part about dating is: are you ignoring the signs or overriding what you see? Men and women do this. You see it on social media all the time. People talking about they didn't know this. It's like, how you didn't know, man? Some stuff people can't hide. It's just some people ignore it. You can't hide it. Like some girls can't hide they got a bad attitude. They show you that the minute you see them, it shows. You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes
some dudes, if he lazy, you can't hide lazy. You can't hide that, man. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes kind of good, but not that many. You can't hide lazy. You know what I'm saying?
But like for me, like emotions will play a part. Like if you really like the way the person makes you feel, you might deal with a little more attitude because they make you feel a certain way. And that's men and women, especially with women. Well, men and women. That sexual bone spot can be tickled, especially with a woman who's never had experienced like a really true orgasm. That homosexual comes in there and really puts it down in that way.
You said hobo? You said hobo, right?
Oh,
okay, I'm just making sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making sure.
He's homeless, but he's homeless, but he
sounded pretty close. Yeah, it sounded pretty close.
And I can speak for that personally. That hobosexual. You know, I was doing my best work when I was broke.
Bro, I mean, like you laying that thing, you do that little extra thing with the thing on the top. You know what I mean? And you have juices coming out that she didn't know she had. And sometimes these women be ready to leave their husband that's providing for this homeless dude, basically. You know what I mean? He work at IHOP. You know what I mean? She really risky. She gonna leave a doctor for the dude that work at IHOP because he's putting that down, and they mistake that orgasmic feeling for love and chemistry. He's meant for me.
My wife used to ask me like, how do you know if a girl, if you get a girl sprung? I said, you hear this right here. He said, she just signed a deal. It's over.
It's over.
Maybe talking about, I don't have to go to work today. Man, you got to go to work.
Yeah,
boy.
you know
what I mean?
boy.
I just want to stay up here. You know, but and then
your jokes funny. When they get emotional, your jokes funny. Oh yeah, for sure. Jokes get funny. But boy, when it's over with, boy, man.
A woman do something to a man, she do the little Indian burn thing. You know what I mean? Oh,
boy.
I think I love you. Take the debit card. Take the debit card.
Boy, he like Super Mario, boy. Ate the mushroom. Boy, I had that sound effect.
Hey, some terrible.
And then you ignore the signs, man. It's like, man, people get done over so fast. We all been there, man. You know, you go to Six Flags.
The only sign I needed to see. You know what I mean?
Boy.
Open for business. You know what I mean?
Man.
The white flags.
Yeah. So when I see girls on there talking about men to be dogging them out, men or dogs, it's like, where are you looking for men? It sounds like you at the dog pound looking for dogs instead of, you know.
Some just got a cold mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying?
Boy.
Yeah.
You gotta start looking at the reference and stop.
You don't have no standard. It's hard. It's hard for somebody to run game if you got a standard.
That's hard to be. If a person listen to what you say and not look at your background check, you can get in there.
Yeah.
And a woman can
but I'm saying if somebody has a standard though, it's hard to. That's why you gotta know who you are. If you have a standard, it's hard for somebody to say your dream if you have a standard. You don't think so?
I don't think so.
A realistic standard.
The more you're firm on a standard that you have, a lot of times people aren't meeting their standards. You only got to listen to one sentence, one joke, one punchline.
For sure. I understand that. Yeah, for sure.
And get you killed.
So you never, when we was younger, you never met a girl?
She got a degree. She got her own stuff, and she doing it. She hadn't had sex in 2 years. All this stuff. She go to Bible study. She not really messed up on men because she's got that standard. Man look handsome. That's the chip in the armor. He said something funny right out of the gate. Now she listened to his interview, and it was so magical. It's the chemistry there. The paperwork didn't work out. But man, the way he makes her feel special, and she forgot everything when she was with him, and she was laughing. All her little pain went away, and it was just, I just really want to talk to him because he made me forget all his problems just talking to him. If just talking to that man did you like that, wait till you put them hands on him. And now all on standards.
That's true. That does happen for real.
They only need one joke. But like I say, but on paper, you're for sure like have a standard, set your the things that you're not going to accept, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And don't never let nobody put the tip in. You got already.
And then the next one is what you think is not always reality. This goes for men and women. What you think is not always the reality. You got to understand that, like, some stuff you thinking or what you feel is not always what everybody else is going to do or what you think is going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many times now younger girls was like, I thought that we was dating. Who said that? You thought we was. I never said that. I mean, you thought that, but I never said that. I let you run with that because that's what you thought, and that's because I was going to get the results that I wanted, sure. But I never said that. No, absolutely not. And I used to get in trouble a lot, you know what I'm saying? That didn't work with a lot of women. That didn't go well, but that's just what it was, you know what I'm saying?
You're doing everything for dating material, but now we ain't dating, but I'm doing everything.
Y'all out here doing stuff raw. You shaking hands, meeting parents. You telling her your secrets. When I was in kindergarten, my Uncle Charlie touched me, and you doing all this boyfriend stuff. But you can't have
out there doing it. Dudes be out there doing it too. Be making up all kind of stories. The Make-A-Wish Foundation stories. It sounds so real, but it ain't nowhere near.
I think I'm doing good when a really woman's like, what are we? Because you treat me really, really nice. You treat me like a boyfriend. Like, so are we there? I mean, like,
Yeah.
I like when people stand on their stuff like, hey, you know, and want clarity. I'm confused on where we are because I feel like this. And I'm gonna stand on it. I need some questions answered so I can act accordingly. So I definitely respect the female who says that, and me too. Like,
that's
you know what I mean? If you over my house all the time, you doing this, you cooking me food, bringing me stuff to work, I'm like, hey, what you think you is? Because you know what I mean? Because you acting like.
Yeah, and that's one of the tricks. I know you in the game. I don't want to give. I'm talking about for me, but you don't never answer the question directly. It's like, well, whatever you think it is, no problem. Sure. Yes. Whatever, no problem. Whatever. The food is great. Whatever you think it is, the food is great.
Hey,
This movie is awesome. This movie is awesome.
Now you didn't got tricked into a relationship.
No, I didn't. I never said we was in a relationship. You did, not me.
But you said
We just said you can't make another grown man. We just said you can't make a grown man or a grown woman do anything.
She just asked you a question. You committed to yes. You said sure.
That's what I'm thinking about going to law school. That's what I'm thinking about going to law school because I didn't say yes or no.
You lost this case.
So you done got tricked into a relationship. Damn,
you said positive. You said positive.
Like, dang, yeah. I have been talking to her about 4 or 5 months now.
You said AEIOU. Sometimes why? Like is the sky red?
Like an NFL owner. Yeah, I'm gonna sign you a free agent. I'm gonna sign you. I'm gonna re-sign you, man.
That cash app thing.
Yeah, sorry. We want to go in a different direction. It's an at-will policy. You want to take your job? It's an at-will policy. You can get in without reason. So the next slide.
He didn't sign it, but he still wanted to come play. Hey, you available this weekend? You know, we got a scrimmage. We got a 7-on-7. You coming out? You just
what was my motto? What was my motto though? Am I gonna know this person in 10 years?
You might be hiring like
not the right way to think. Definitely not the right way to think. But I'm telling you, that's what the motto was. I'm not gonna know this person in 10 years.
You're 10 years. Matter of fact, you're 20 years in the future on some of these investments. So you potentially could be hiring some of these people that you had.
I bet you. If they saw me, they probably wouldn't even. Because I probably look totally different than I did 20 years. I had hair, had a goatee. I mean, I'm nowhere near like this.
You said you're not 6'5", you know what I mean?
No, I'm not. I lost a few inches. I'm about 6'2". I'm about 6'2" now.
You said, I'm not 6'5". I got glasses. The Mike you talking about used to wear contacts. He had hazel eyes.
Yeah, so that's a different dude, man. I don't know who that dude is.
But I'd like to take your application for an opportunity for employment. Come work for us.
Then entitlement. That's the next slide, entitlement. There's a definition, the amount to which a person has a right. This is one of the things that get mixed up. In the dating world, what is a person entitled to? Nothing.
What you see is what you get.
I hope everybody hear this. You're entitled to nothing. Only what you can get leverage on and what you can negotiate. Otherwise than that, you're entitled to nothing.
Oh man, that's a doggy-dog world.
It is.
But the thing is,
it's a doggy-dog world.
But really, you want to say if you're dealing. See, this is a lot of ifs with the entitlement. If you're dealing with an honorable person, you're entitled to what they said they were going to do. If they said they're going to do something, when they do it, you're entitled because they promised
Theoretically.
you. Theoretically. They said they was going to do this. But theoretically, if they're a dishonest person, if they're not vetted correctly, they can renege on all the things they said or they promised.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever met anybody that didn't tell a lie before?
Nah.
My son, before he can start talking, he was a pretty honest kid. You know what I mean? He cried when he was he cried when he had gas. But when he can start talking.
When we was in our 20s, what dude that was totally honest? Even just 90% honest.
I like the challenge. I was honest, John. I really didn't lie.
So what percentage? You say 100% honest?
maybe like 95.
Yeah, I was about to say I can see that 95, but I was like, ain't nobody 100%
but a
honest,
lot of
bro.
folks
Not
were
in dating.
guys. I mean, they were smooth.
Yes.
Over,
Oh yeah,
you
for
know what
sure.
I mean? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm only 6'1", maybe I'm 6'2", 1.5". You know
It's
what
kind
I
of
mean?
like it's kind of like the bakery that sell you the bad cake that you put good icing on top of it, so you don't know it's a bad cake.
But see, I like the challenge to get people to accept the honesty of this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
for sure.
because I could have been a lot smoother than I was, but I was an asshole because that's who I was. I'm just kind of being honest, and you accept me for who I am. And I like the challenge of that. You know what I mean? I could have been a dude that was paying or funny or polite or chivalrous all the time, but that wasn't me. But I could act like that person, but I didn't want to be a fool. I didn't want to be completely full of stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. What you
But
think?
I said the wrong thing because I wanted to say the wrong thing. Just because
That's what I was talking about last. Yeah. Like when you be dating a girl for 2 months, she thinks she's entitled to, you to do stuff for her like that. Like, come change a tire, do something crazy at her house. Can you come
You had sex with her one time.
Can you come
now,
remodel my bathroom? Can you come remodel my bathroom?
You are now AAA. You are now her
Yeah.
handyman. You know what I mean? So whatever that is.
I need to get that sound effect. Good luck.
That man was your friend.
My friend.
Off what's it called? Take it. Good luck. Man.
Yeah.
But yes, young people realize that even in the corporate world, you're not entitled to anything. Your best bet is to get your skills up.
That you're paying, they're paying for. You know what I mean? They can fire you tomorrow. Change policy.
And then you got to understand. I was telling my wife this, like, when you think about it, you really can't save your way to millions. You got to have a skill set that's in demand that somebody will pay you millions for. But saving your way 1,000 at a time, you ain't gonna save your way to millions, man.
Hey, but guess what? If I save $1,000 a week for 100 years, like, no, okay, you can't save. Like, I'm gonna save $200,000 this year, but you only make 50. That don't make sense.
Right. It don't make sense.
Now, if you invest, you know what I mean. Basically, like you hit the lottery. You invest $10,000 in Bluetooth before it was Bluetooth. Yeah, now that can happen, but that's not saving. That's investing.
Right. And then think about this: how many people?
But it won't make you.
Then think about this: how many people that's like, to me, people say have and have nots, but I think about people in the middle just enough. But how many people can put $10,000 into a IRA and don't touch it? You can actually put $10,000 in there and not touch it. It's not gonna bother you to, you know what I'm saying? How many people really could do that? You know what I'm saying? Because that's hard. That's not easy to do, huh?
Another thing too, like with these savings account, interest-free, tax-free savings account, it's just $10,000, and it's going to be $10,000 in 10 years, unless you invested in something. So saving $10,000 and not touching it in 10 years, guess what it's going to be? $10,000, unless it's like.
But even with investing, sometimes with investments, you still got to park that money in an investment and not touch it. Like even in stocks, you got to park the $10,000 there, but not touch it.
But
don't take $100 to pay your light bill. Don't take another $50 for gas. Leave $10,000 in there.
But that's the thing you're saying. It's a difference from saving and investing. Even though you don't touch the saved money, it ain't gonna do nothing for you.
No.
It's gonna be there when you need it. But you still gonna not touch the invest money too. If you don't touch both of them, the investment money is gonna potentially give you more money. Now you could lose it all. You know what I mean? But the 10,000 in savings, you'll never lose it, but it'll never grow.
Unless you have a money market. Unless you have a money market.
Yeah, I mean, it can grow 2%. You know, like they try to give me.
Yeah, they try.
They try to give me like, oh man, we got our interest rates are really high. They're 0.093.
Mm-hmm.
You can get that today. Like how much is that in a year? Like
30 cents.
93 cents. I can make 93 cents just by sending my money in this account. Yes.
So we can invest it.
Today. Okay.
So we can invest it.
Boy, that will be that. Like if your money was your girlfriend, and they gonna say, Hey, let me take her to Vegas real quick. I'll bring her right back when you need her. Your girl go see some miles. Woo, boy. The stuff
All
that
right.
I'm doing with your money.
Y'all ready for the curveball?
Yes, sir.
You ready? Is a one night stand, is that a myth or is that embellished? People kind of make that fantasize that.
It's a dream and a nightmare. It's one coin. You can get the one coin got both sides, and you get both sides at the time. It can be a dream, it can be a nightmare. You can have an awesome experience and never hear from this person again and be a dream. You can have an awesome experience and want to see that person the next day. You can want to see that person for the rest of your life and never hear from them, and you can always think about them. I always have that place in my heart for Vivica, from Club Illusions. I had a one night stand. So one night stands are very possible. I ain't gonna say no names, mine or whatever, but you meet girls, talk to them, really hit it off.
I guess what I'm saying from a thinking game standpoint is how many dudes really have the skill to even pull that kind of stuff off. Like when you're younger, like that's not an easy thing. That's not an easy thing to pull off. You really got to have awareness, situational awareness. You kind of got to understand how stuff go without it being said to you. It's almost like an algorithm almost, and you got to hit all the points.
It's tricky. It's like pitch stone.
Yes.
No hit. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
One hit and you don't got a no hitter no more. It's very possible. Seen it myself, but another is not as rare. The next day turnaround, and if you consider the next day turnaround, if it's in the same. If you met her after 12 and you hit her at noon or 9 o'clock the next night, there's still a 24-hour gap. I'm still counting though. You know what I mean? I'm not paying my stats, but you can get them like that. But very.
And it take a skill to make a person feel that comfortable that they forget all reality and they. To forget the everything that's going on around them and say, boy, hit that Luther.
Yes.
If only for one night.
Some women will do it just to get their rocks out. They wasn't trying to do nothing. They ain't want no relationship.
And then people talking about they don't gamble. People talking about they don't gamble. You might not go to the casino, but I promise you, one night stands like pulling a slot machine.
I mean, like right now, you can get a man. You know what I mean? The car. You think you won? You got a little top in the car, and you know what I mean. You found out a nigga named Roscoe, but
you get that package.
But
you get that package that you can't get rid of.
Women want the same thing. Sometimes no strings attached. You know what I mean? They could be married or whatever the case may be. Get a couple drinks in them, and they know what they gonna do. Sometimes men.
How many women have you met? How many women have you met that wanted to do it? They stayed that way, no strings attached.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah,
I ain't met too many.
Guess what? Because you don't meet them. That's not the person. Like these are not the people you meet. Like they go to the club with that on their mind.
Yeah.
They picked you before you even picked them. They drinking. They know what they want to do.
Then you go for 40. You go for 40. That changed the game too. When you go for 40, they put you in the game.
Right. Another thing too, you gotta realize a lot of women do this when they go out of town. Like what
This ain't talked about a lot either. Sure.
She from Arkansas. She got a dude number in Miami. She's in the news, whatever. Whatever happens in Miami or Vegas stays in Vegas. So
I remember
that in the Little Rock.
We went to Texas. You remember we went to Texas? Everything's so far apart. Man, I remember a time we was down there. One girl said she was from Waco. Like, oh man, the Stuck was like, man, it's like 3 hours away from there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you'll never see that girl again, man. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
And they know that. Like sometimes, I go to places and I say, people be trying to be cool. Well, I'm from Dallas or I'm from Miami or whatever. No, I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. Like Nate said, you can do it tonight because I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be back in Arkansas.
And then if you got situational awareness. I wish I had like a little thing to do, but like the first step, you meet somebody. Next step, I live in Waco. The third step, she live in Waco. Over there, I probably will never see her again. Fourth step, now you running your game plan. Are we gonna run the ball? Or we gonna pass the ball? We gonna do a 60-40 split? Run the game, man. You run your game plan at night. I'm gonna run a slam. I'm gonna do the slam.
I don't know if y'all ever been on a cruise, but
No, I haven't.
Boy,
I can only imagine, man. I mean, that should make the game a little easier because you right there contained in one space.
Exactly. I was like I said, I was married, on a cruise, but people be out there, you know what I mean?
Out there. They are out there.
Sometimes
you're not into the voyage. You're not into the. You don't do the stuff where you watch it, dude. No, I'm messing with you.
No, I don't try anything. You know what I mean? I watch it on the video. I watch it on the video, like watch it in real life.
Man.
But
I think this is living in a bigger city probably crazy. I can't even imagine like living in bigger cities like LA and stuff where, we just talking about regular people stuff. It's a whole other world in them bigger cities, man. You
sure do, man.
A dude walk up to you and say, "Hey, man, I think you'd be a great candidate to be with my wife." What? What did you just tell me?
You're 6'5", right? Yeah. How'd you know?
Man.
But the thing is, like, because you got to think about it. Like, when I was younger, going to the club, it's like, why is this woman from Miami, or why is this woman from Tampa, or LA? Why is she asking for my number? I told her I live in Dubai. She got it online. Like he probably took 10 candidates. You know what I mean? You might make it to the Final Four. You know what I mean? If you're not there one, you're not there one.
Boy.
Because a girl got my number one time from Texas, and she kept calling me. Like, what's she calling?
Oh man!
Like y'all gonna come back down here next week, bro? That's 5 hours.
Yeah.
And we got water. We're not going to Texas for some water.
Yeah. Wait on it. Go ahead and wait on it. Yeah, go ahead and wait on it. All right, what's the next one? Does a man look at a woman the same? Does a man look at a woman the same after a one-night stand?
Every woman is different. I say I do because I started one of my best relationships all time off a one-night stand. We was together for like a year. Like one-night stand, we was together every like that night, the next day.
Yeah.
A year, like every day.
You have to be secure though.
Yeah, and it was one of the most educated, smart. Like we really got along. We really we had a vibe or chemistry with each other. So
he's still thinking about that one.
Boy.
Yeah, I do remember.
2003.
Yeah,
this is the thing, man. You have to be. You can't be insecure though.
Y'all remember? What's that club called? On the Rocks.
Yeah.
It was downtown Little Rock. It was summertime. Yeah. We were still hot. I wore a short sleeve 3-button polo.
Yeah. But you can't be insecure though.
Was playing.
Yeah.
I mean, you just gotta be you. Like, I mean, you are who you are.
No, I'm saying, but we know some dudes though, they'll do that and be like, man, if she did all that with me, who else is she doing that with? Dude, you can't worry about that. That'll eat you alive. That'll eat you alive, man. If you're insecure, that'll eat you alive. You'll be at work shit about that all day. Man.
Every time she go to the club, did you do another brother like you did? Hey, watch this. Hey, Jay.
Hey, Jay, watch this. Or you find out that she been with one of the dudes that you know, your homeboy. You say, oh, no. I know that dude, man. You know how he get that. Oh, eat you.
Hey, but I mean, look, I mean, I'm sorry. We got a lot of friends that we grew up like. We've been in Little Rock school district.
Little Rock is small. It's not big.
I went to Little Rock School District, and I know a lot of brothers. You know what I mean? So I just take it as competition. We put ourselves on a pecking order.
Oh, for sure.
But
you got to be secure though. You got to be secure before you compete. You got to know who you are. You can't compete if you're not secure within yourself, or it'll eat you alive, man. You know what I'm saying? It'll eat you alive.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get like, if you are a promiscuous man, you get put. A girl would take your homeboy off her list and add you. He got took off the roster. You get added up and bumped up. Or sometimes you get took off. Like, she messing with Mike now. You know what I mean? She not calling me as much, and she don't even know y'all know each other. You just took that spot.
Right, exactly. Yeah, but if you know your homeboy, like your homeboy Craig, he do crazy stuff. You like, wait a minute, man. She messed with Slick Ricky, man. Ain't no telling what she did.
You know what I mean? I might be
boy,
pissed.
for real. Man, for real.
I don't even trust it with protection. But you gotta and that's another thing too. Being from a small town, you gotta like who you like, and you gotta be confident in your chemistry or selection. You know what I mean? Hey, look, I know my homeboy was. Some people so childish. He was with her in high school. They went together for 3 years in high school. Bro, you ain't even doing your grown man sexing in high school. So you know what I mean?
Right.
That's true. So me to be thinking about something a girl did in high school.
But some people, it's just kind of like tasting the spoon. Like if I had the spoon, then you get the spoon. Some people, that's how they look at it, though. They can't deal with it.
But guess what? I eat out a lot. So every fork that I've used at the Olive Garden been used by somebody else. Did it affect the taste of the meal? No, it didn't.
No, it did not.
But I got brothers that be like, nah, man, I need that clean fork. I need the never been used fork. Nah.
Man, please. Nigga, well, please. All right, what y'all think about this? To pick one, Master P or Scarface?
Those albums, the Ice Cream Man, the album, I grew up on it. It's still tried and true. I still listen to it to this day. Break them off some. And I'll do that. Check this.
And of course I'm from Southwest because Master P had everybody in 99, 2000 going, oh, he had everybody doing it. Man, you could ride down Chico or baseline, somebody listen to make them say, oh.
So that just takes me back in a moment of
I do like Scarface, though. Scarface was cold, too.
Yeah, he's an artist. He's a poet. He's a rapper. He's a
producer. He did everything. Yeah, he played instruments and everything. But, Master P was the master marketer, though, man. I think dudes started drinking Hennessy heavy because of Master P, bro. I really do think that, man.
He talking to you, P.
Nah, not you. But you listen to Master P like that?
Nah, he drink Hennessy.
I'm talking about the old school. I'm talking about the old hustlers, though. That used to go around like a BP and stuff, the detail shop. When he did that Pass Me the Green, that's like every dude started drinking Hennessy after this. So, but ghetto dope.
Yeah, I think I was drinking way before P came out though.
Now you know them old hustlers, man. They be like in their 30s.
He was mixing him with his Timberlake. You know what I mean? You need to get that
Master P too.
It was the Sunny
Master. And then Master P made a lot of the Asian stores money. You know how many Asian stores sold the fake Master P stuff, the mystical shirts and stuff, and the Master P shirt. They probably made millions off Master P. Easy, you know what I'm saying?
Camouflage do-rags.
They had a fake mystical shirt. You know what his song was? Ain't No Limit. They had a shirt that said Ain't No Time. People was buying this shirt, man. Ain't no time. Oh man.
Look, even Pike Street had to get in on it. Man, we gotta name our store No Limit.
Boy.
Hey.
So this is the last one. We're probably ready to close out. During your dating years, what's your first date you take a girl on? Dinner date or movie date?
Dinner. We gotta eat.
I think it depends on what she is on the depth chart. Like, is she's a starter? Is she second string? Do I want to see who she kind of person she is? Because some girls, you take them on dinner date, they try to front. I'm gonna just get a salad and some water. Like, man, if you don't get out of here with that, man, okay, save me the money. That's fine. You just in here front.
Look,
man, you know
I was so ratchet. I remember I took it on the first date. I think we went to what's the one on R Street? Dang, what's the little black owned restaurant on R Street?
What's that? The black-owned restaurant on R Street?
Yeah.
You talking about Sam's?
No, on Arch.
Are you talking about Brewster's place or
Bruce.
something like that? Boy, God. Boy, you in the belly of the whale, boy.
hey, I said, man, ain't number 4 or 5 blocks from where I stay at.
Boy,
Right
what
over
you
there.
trying to do it?
Look,
Because if a girl, you know, when you young too, if a girl, you know, if she bout it, you go to the movie date, man, you kind of see, you know, you can see where she at she can move up on the depth chart quick, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
On a couple plays,
man,
man.
I think you was weird for pulling moves at the movie theater on a record.
You said what? Who said I was for the movie? I didn't say that. You said that. I didn't say that. You said that. I didn't say that.
But
Ho did that. Ho did that. Ho did that, so I didn't have to do that.
You don't have to go through that. But I like to sure up my bets. Like I'm a good talker, but I attract shy women, or I'm attracted to shy kind of women. Sometimes and they don't have nothing to talk about, and I can't be a one-man show on a dinner date. Sometimes it's all me, and it's exhausting to be all you, like jokes, stories.
Yeah.
And then it's like, God damn, I'm an entertainment. So I would do something like have a conversation is very important before just picking a first date. You know what I mean? I'm a real big talker. So what I would do is talk to them about their taste in movies, because I'm a real big movie buff. So see something they want to see, hopefully a comedy, romantic movie, whatever it is, whatever they want to see, go see that. Then go do dinner afterwards. You know what I mean? There's a money thing too. So it might not be like chilling.
So is that a depth chart? Depending on what you're on the depth chart? Yeah,
of course. It might be, you know, Chili's, or it might be Wendy's, or 4 for 4. Or if she's thinking about, hey, you know what? It's the Wendy's right by the rave. Let's put a 4.
Yeah.
Let's both get a 4 for 4 and put it in your.
It's all about the game. It's all about how you package that game. Yeah, it's all about how you package that game, baby. Yeah.
So, but I did so everybody knows you can't talk in a movie, so you really don't get to know the person. Mm-hmm. But I use the movie, the subject matter of the movie. So if dinner ever gets quiet, or when we eating, or when we sitting at the park ever get quiet, we can still talk about the movie. Hey, what did you think about this? What choice would have made in Beauty and the Beast, or Booty Call, or whatever? It was funny when he did this, and then that could be a sexual conversation, that can be a romantic conversation, it can be a funny conversation, or just get her perspective on life. And we can always have that movie to talk about if you do a movie date after, dinner after the movie or something like that.
I think be creative is like dinner date. It depends. I play mind games sometimes just to see, like say, take a girl to Cold Stone, instead of going to dinner, take her to Cold Stone.
See, you know exactly. And you can talk about. And if the conversation run dry at Cold Stone,
I never been to Cold Stone. I mean, I can make anything funny. I mean, we can talk about anything and make it funny. Yeah, conversation is no problem.
But like I say, that's getting exhausting. You know what I mean?
Really
sometimes like don't have no subject matter. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh god.
It just depends. Like my thing was when I was younger, right? When you know who you are, it's like
I'm talking about with shy girls. So.
Yeah, shy girls. Because if you get a shy girl isolated, they're not shy no more. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you from experience, bro. You know how many girls act shy? They act shy in public, but when you get them isolate them like one-on-one, then you like out of option out there. You crossing over, doing behind the backs. But in a group setting, though, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying?
But but when you're doing all this crossing over, they know all your moves. Like, oh, I guess she wasn't so quiet. She know all the moves.
It's like when you random, you don't know what they're gonna do. It's kind of like Bruce Lee. I don't have a form. Whatever plausible to that situation. There is no form, man. Man, anything else y'all talk about before we get up out of here, man?
No, we good.
We went this long.
You about to start looking up on me.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, guys, make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe. Thanks for watching on Facebook. We appreciate that. A lot of people been watching more on Facebook. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Help us power up. Help us get to 1K. Make sure you check out Pill content. He's starting to make some content. I'm gonna put him on the spot. Make sure you check. What is it? Is Uncle Juice? Uncle Juice? Check out Uncle Juice.
When Uncle Juice gonna make an appearance on the show, bro?
You know what? Don't worry about it. I got you next time.
All right. You don't want to
You
schedule.
can't make Mike Flair come on here. Mike Flair come on here, it's just overwhelming. That's too much, man. It's overwhelming.
What is the actual meaning?
Yeah. But all right, guys, we finna give it a sign out this thing, man.